Good evening. Welcome, graduates, families, and friends of the Spring Lake Park High School class of 2024. I'm Principal Matthew Boucher, and I'm so excited to celebrate this graduating class tonight, which is the 68th graduating class from the Spring Lake Park Schools. We opened this commencement ceremony with a presentation of the flag and the singing of the national anthem. Our choir students will be singing the national anthem for us tonight, and I'd like to thank in advance our color guard from the U.S. Army Roseville Recruiting Command. I'd like to thank Sergeant First Class Stanton, Staff Sergeant Spearman, Staff Sergeant Martinez, and Staff Sergeant McGuire. At this time, I ask that we all stand and remove remove hats. Color guard, post the colors.
That's right. Hey, reset. Up.
Please join me in giving another round of applause to our recruiting command soldiers and our student choir. Choir seniors, you may return to your seats. Thank you again for joining us tonight to recognize the resilience, resolve, and readiness of the Spring Lake Park High School class of 2024. It is good to see you all this evening as we gather to recognize and celebrate the talent, tenacity, and community of the class of 2024. We're here this evening to acknowledge and appreciate the journey these students have taken to reach this point and to look ahead to all they will do to improve our world. This is a class that represents a high level of involvement and impact in our school, on the student experience, and in our community. I want to show you what I mean. I'm going to read several statements and ask these students, y'all, to stand when any of the following statements I read applies to your high school experience. Students and soon-to-be graduates, Please stand and remain standing if you participated in high school athletics. Please stand if you participate in high school activities or clubs. Also remain standing. Please stand if you are multilingual or speak a world language in addition to English. Please stand if you participated in a service organization like the National Honor Society, Student Council, or Panther Mentors. Please stand and remain standing if you took an advanced placement class, a class at Spring Lake High School that earned you college credit, or a PSEO class. Please stand if you are pursuing training or career experiences as a first responder or in the military. And finally, please stand if you have accepted a certificate, 2-year, or 4-year program of study at a college or university for next year. You may be seated. Thank you, graduates, for engaging in the opportunities provided at Spring Lake Park High School and for sharing your talent with our community. Your involvement and engagement has made us a stronger, more united, and welcoming school community. Students, I truly believe that each person has the power and capacity to shape their own experiences and outcomes, and positively influence the experiences of others. As a class, you have demonstrated this. Tonight, we celebrate the conclusion of a 13-year educational journey we have been on with you and your families. Throughout this journey, you have had countless opportunities to practice the skills and attributes needed to succeed in the next chapters of your lives. Going forward, you will be asked to consider new information. You will be asked to think critically. You will be asked to work collaboratively, and you will certainly be asked to communicate clearly. In high school, you are asked to practice these skills in the context of specific classes like math, science, language arts, and social studies. While you've had the opportunity to practice these skills in your classes, your career and college readiness will deeply be impacted by your ability to apply these skills in your chosen field or path. So students, today, information is at your fingertips and more accessible than ever before in human history, which makes it even more important that you have and practice thinking critically, working and living collaboratively, and communicating clearly. Your success, your future, and your well-being depends on the thoughtful and empathetic application of these skills. So remember, the future is not just about individual success. It is about creating positive change and making a difference in the lives of others. Our deepest hope for you as you move into the next chapters of your lives is that you use the knowledge and skills you have gained at Spring Lake Park High School to contribute to the greater good and build communities wherever you go. Class of 2024, the staff of Spring Lake Park High School and your families are proud of all you have accomplished and even more excited for all you will do to make our community stronger, more united, and welcoming. Please join me in giving our soon-to-be graduates a robust round of applause. And now one of my favorite moments of commencement is our student speakers. I'm excited and I have the distinct pleasure to introduce our first student speaker, who is an example of the drive and determination within the class of 2024. and will be attending Nova Southeastern University in Florida next year. Please welcome Michael Rubenstein.
Yeah, Michael!
Good afternoon and good evening to all present guests and students, and those watching from home. First off, I would like to say thank you to all the people who chose to be here tonight for these graduates who have worked hard to earn their spot in being here today. Congratulations, class of 2024. Today I'd like to take just a second to share with you two stories. The first story I heard from a popular podcast, and this story refers to two classes and a clay pot. Two classes were given two different tasks. One class had the job of making a perfect clay pot over their semester. The other class had the job of creating as many pots as possible over their semester. By the end of their semester, the students who had the task of making the most clay pots did not only create more pots, their final products were also better quality than that of the class whose task was to create one perfect pot. It is often believed that we find in our education and our lives that chasing one perfect idea leads to our success, which is not true. The answer to our success is this process we go through, this trial and error. As a student who has always been interested in business ventures, I have attended many networking events related to business. At the most recent event I attended, I learned a great piece of advice, which was, waiting for an investor can be like waiting for permission. Although this connects a lot with business-minded individuals, I want it to be known that we should not wait for permission to contribute to our future goals. We're all better off making decisions for our future rather than waiting for validation from someone else in the past, no matter how big or how small the action we take is. This is trial and error. It's the result of our personal trial and error environment that makes us the people who we are. This environment you grew up in isn't meant to be the reason you did or did not become successful. The environment you grew up in is simply the introduction to your own story. The mistakes made are also a part of the story, just as much as the success. However, mistakes made are still our own actions, and mistakes made come at the expense of others' peace. Forgiveness and letting go should be a practice, because I guarantee you want the same treatment from someone else. When we fail forward. Change is the law of nature. As summer transitions to fall, and fall transitions to winter, neither pain nor pleasure lasts forever. Why should any future expectation prevent you from enjoying what is right in front of you? A good story was never made by accounting for only someone's faults, and a good story was never made by accounting for only someone's success. Altogether, the good and bad things we face, and that we've done in response, makes our good story. That is perfection. That is all of our clay pots. Class of 2024, I leave you with this. Your hard times and successes together make your perfect story. What kind of story will you tell? Thank you.
Thank you, Michael. And our second speaker, who is an example of the grace and compassion within the class of 2024, who will be attending Bethel University next year. Please welcome Maria Laura Pagan.
Good afternoon, school board members, teachers, families, friends, and fellow graduates. Congratulations on this memorable day. Today, we finally graduate high school. After 12 years of studying, with 4 hours of sleep every day, and running on copier Celsius, we finally obtained our diploma, or at least the cover. You all should be proud of your hard work. As we embark on this new journey, I want to share a couple of lessons I've learned throughout my years in high school. Lesson number 1, be strong and courageous. Nothing worthwhile in life comes easy. If you don't pursue your dreams, they will soon become a memory. So you have the choice to get up and fight for a better tomorrow, or stand still and let your life pass you by. Don't make excuses and become the person you promised your younger self to be. Do not be afraid and do not be discouraged, for your hard work will pay off someday. Lesson number 2. You can do all things if you're bold enough to believe it can come true. Who said your dreams have to be small? Who said you have to repeat your ancestors' story? Believe in the impossible. Work despite the unbelief, and do not conform to other people's opinions about you. Go beyond society's standards. Be original, be authentic, and most importantly, be you. If you never stop believing and continue working, one day you will wake up living on what everyone else thought was impossible. Lesson number 3, never forget where you come from. No matter how successful you become in life, or how dark the season may seem, always remember those who brought you to where you are. Honor your foundation. You can afford to lose your job, your friends, but you can never afford to lose the core of who you are. For me, my faith has taught me to appreciate the things that I have. In the little and the much, my faith has sustained me. Everything I am, everything I have, and everything I've accomplished is because of my foundation in God. I can't afford to lose the one who loved me and held me despite my flaws. Therefore, honor your foundation, whatever that might be, and never lose sight of the people who loved you at your worst. Don't lose sight of the truth. Finally, in the future, when it gets hard, remember who you are and the reasons why you took this path in the first place. Keep your purpose clear, and never let anyone rob you of the joy of accomplishing your dreams. Remember to live in the moment, for we are 18 once. So don't be afraid, don't be anxious, because if your trust is put on the cornerstone, everything will work out in the end. Everything that was meant to happen will happen. Create a legacy that will matter. And look to this day with joy, because the best is truly yet to come. Class of 2024, congratulations on this significant accomplishment. Let's celebrate this memorable ending and welcome the new beginnings that are yet to come. Thank you.
And our third and final student speaker was an example of the wisdom and wit within the class of 2024, who will be attending University of Minnesota Duluth. Go Bulldogs. Please welcome Nick Mulder.
I would like to start off by saying good evening and welcome to everybody for the 4th time. My name is Nicholas Mulder, and some of you may know who I am, and, well, some of you may not. At any rate, I was chosen to come up here and say something nice in front of all these fine individuals before they move on with the next chapter of their lives. Graduates, you have worked so incredibly hard over the past 12 years. Think of all that has happened. In elementary school, we saw the re-election of Barack Obama and the election of Donald Trump. Disney released Frozen, and who could forget Gangnam Style, the Harlem Shake, the Whip, alongside the naming. was the first time we got to meet and know many of the people we would be with for the next decade. In middle school, all of the elementary schools finally got combined together. We were graced with the existence of Fortnite. Katy Perry said swish swish and we all flossed. In school, we first began to use iPads as a full-time device for education, and finally, TikTok burst onto the scene with its short-form video style. To end off our adventures, there's high school. For us, high school had a different start than usual. Our freshman year was marred by the COVID-19 global pandemic. Each and every one of us was impacted in our own ways, but it drastically changed what school was and how we learned. Eventually, we did make it through, marching forward towards this day. During this time, phones started coming out on a yearly basis with an ever-increasing number of cameras. We also lost the home button. Finally, we now have two men that are fighting for control of the hearts and minds of the American public, and a feud that threatens to divide our nation. I am, of course, talking about Drake and Kendrick Lamar. Day in, day out, for 9 months a year, you came to school and worked, hopefully, for 8 hours a day. You demonstrated a mastery of language arts, science, mathematics, and social studies. Now, to reward you for all your hard work, you are forced to sit in the same seat for a couple of hours to receive a nice folder for a diploma that will come in the mail in 20 to 30 business days. As the great poet and philosopher DJ Khaled once said, you are indeed suffering from success. But I think, come with me here on this, the important parts of your education were not learning the derivative of x to the 4th power, or understanding what the powerhouse of the cell is, but it was learning how to learn, knowing what works best for you to retain and use knowledge, knowing how to manage and communicate with others, also knowing how to fact-check situations in our dynamic world. As the legendary President Abraham Lincoln once said, don't trust everything you find on the internet. These are the true skills that I think will prove to be the most valuable for the rest of your lives. After this, we are done. Over the past 12 years, you have made valuable friendships. You have created a great many memories with a great many people. School has been a constant in many of our lives for pretty much as long as we can remember. It has helped to shape us into the people that we are today, providing the opportunities to determine our futures through programs like OEC or construction trades. High school is all over now. Following the grad parties and celebrations, many of us will not see one another again, as we each move into the future, whether it is college, the military, or the workforce. As Winnie the Pooh once said, how lucky am I to have something that makes saying goodbye so hard? Don't be sad that it's over, be happy that it happened. Congratulations to the class of 2024. Your journey is just beginning, and thank you for everything.
Please give one more round of applause for all three of our student speakers. As they return their seats, I'd like to ask our choir students to return to the front for our combined musical piece by our band and choir.
give our band and choir performers another big round of applause. Good evening, I'm Jeff Lundberg, Superintendent of Spring Lake Park Schools. I'm honored to now present the Spring Lake Park High School class of 2024 for graduation. As we sit here this evening overlooking a sea of Panther blue, we celebrate a significant life milestone for 460 graduates. Each of you with a unique story and journey. Yet, you share a journey that has been influenced by extraordinary change. You ever heard of YouTube? It was launched as you entered the world in 2005 and 2006 with the simple goal of letting people share videos with one another. While many of you watched your first Disney movies on VHS or DVD during your preschool years, YouTube grew rapidly. By the time you started kindergarten, Gangnam Style was the first video to reach 1 billion views. Today, VHS is dead, DVDs are rarely used, and YouTube has 122 million unique users each day who view 5 billion videos. YouTube, along with many other apps and platforms, have created an on-demand world and changed the way we all share ideas, get our news, and connect with each other. Graduates, change has been ever present in your lives. You started high school under the cloud of COVID, creating a more challenging transition to that critical freshman year than any other class. You navigated that challenge, becoming adept at using technology as an educational tool. And at the same time, I believe we each learned that being together at school is more important than any technology can provide.
That reminds me of a movie.
Yes, you adapted and you thrived, and you developed a unique set of skills, ready to tackle the complexities of the world with determination and hope. These two are indispensable virtues. Determination and hope. In the face of challenges, whether academic, personal, or societal, determination will drive you to push through obstacles, pursue your goals, and stay true to who you are. And hope? Hope is all about optimism for the future. It is a belief in your ability to affect positive change and overcome adversity. Members of the class of 2024, in just a few minutes, we will send you out on your separate adventures. As I share each year, will chance of luck always have some influence on your life. It is the choices you make each day that will have the greatest impact on your success. Each year I share these 3 simple pieces of advice with the graduating class to consider as you make those daily choices. So the first, be humble and be curious. I greatly admired my grandfather. He was a farmer and a learner to the very end of his life. He always said, be curious and ask questions. You'll never get through life if you try to do it all yourself. The successful individual is humble enough to know there is always more to learn, and curious enough to keep asking questions and seeking answers with others. No one achieves success in isolation. The second piece of advice, demonstrate integrity in all that you do. A favorite high school coach and teacher of mine often quoted legendary basketball coach John Wooden, who said, doing the best you are capable of is victory in itself. Anything less is defeat. That is how I define integrity. Doing your best, no matter the task or the result. That feeling when you look in the mirror, knowing that you did your very best, is what matters. Simply seeking your best, not perfection, is always a victory. And finally, and maybe most importantly, is be appreciative. Take the time to share and show appreciation with others. You didn't arrive at this day alone. Your parents, grandparents, aunts and uncles, brothers and sisters, and of course, your outstanding teachers and staff have cheered you on. They've supported you and they've pushed you. You will never regret the time you take to say thanks. So please take a moment tonight or this weekend to say thanks to the people who have influenced your life and gotten you to this point. So that's it, 3 simple ideas to guide your choices each day. Be humble and curious, demonstrate integrity in all that you do, and be appreciative. So we now send you on your way with determination and hope. to the future in front of you. I wish you the very best as you set out on the next phase of your journey. So now, graduates, the time is here. On behalf of the staff of Spring Lake Park High School, and with the power vested in me by the state of Minnesota and the Spring Lake Park schools, I now certify the Spring Lake Park High School Class of 2024 for graduation. Please join me in congratulating these graduates.
So we came in, the tradition of a commencement ceremony is that we first will celebrate the class as a whole. And now we're into the exciting part where we're going to recognize the class as individuals. First, let me share a quick story. Just 2 weeks ago, I sat in the audience like you at my son's graduation. My oldest son was graduating in Colorado. I got to be a parent. I share that story for this reason. I know you're here and excited for your graduate, and we want that. However, we also want to be sure that every person gets to hear their graduate's name read and recognized as they come across the stage. So in your joy and exuberance, please show it, but show it briefly so it doesn't interrupt the next families hearing their graduate's name called. That is what we ask of you, and as we recognize each individual, we want to recognize each person crossing the stage. So with that, students, are you ready? What we're going to do is this, and I'll give a quick cue to families. The students are going to rise by a row. They're going to come up the stage on the ramps on each side. Their name will be read on either side. They will cross here. They will shake our hands, receive the diploma cover, and then turn back to their chairs. So with that, students, are you ready? We are ready to recognize you. Are we ready to recognize them?
Jackson Agwin. Hamza Abdulahi. Lena Abdulaziz. Hamza Abdullah. Abdullahi Abdullahi. Kina Abdusu. Amina Abdullahi. Nemo Abdullahi. Abdullahi Abdullahi. Kiesha Abrams. Aisha Absher. Emily Ubundu. Omar Abusari. Salman Adam. Jonathan Agway. Hidai Ahmed. Karima Ahmed. Sarah Ahmed. Mohammed Al-Haddad. Javier Albino Rivera. Shahed Alagba. Grayson Alba. Mary Alguire. Nastia Ali. Jacob Alvarez. Mortisa Brady Anderson. Alex Anderson. Trayvon Anderson. Thomas Anderson. Hayden Apple. Miski Anwar. Sophia Arana. Yoshio Ariza. Jared Arisa Vila. Anda Arabi. Olamide Ayudele. Brent Axelson. Connor Banks. Cyan Ballard. Henry Beatty. Angel Barrera Ruiz. Yusef Adel. Ethan Bauer. Carson Bentrod. Eli Becker. Paige Binkley. Aya Ben Abdal. Trevor Lawler. Batil Baccarat. Sydney Bloomquist. Jacob Birdwell. Brandon Brown. Shay Black. Micah Boucher Steiner. Graham Brooks. Kenna Burka. Nevaeh Brown. Liliana Kafari. Matthew Buren. Jack Carlson. Lauren Butzler. Rhea Cassidy. Chelsea Campbell. Emma Cabers. Manuel Castro Torres. Andre Chalupnik. Zlatan Mehmet Chermovic. Elizabeth Chapman. Dylan Chang. Daisy Chavez Lascano. Cole Charles. Ella Christensen. Yoriette Chavez Ojeda. Gifty Cole. Nevaeh Kafar. Jackson Copeland. Jalen Comer. Jack Crittenden. Peyton Corky. Valeria Cruz Dominguez. Kiwi Cruz. Jacob Curtis. Tori Currens. Darian Danielson. Tenzi Daldoon. Denzel Davies. Lena Darwish. Isabel Durham. Reem Dawood. Reagan Dickinson. Juan Diaz Quiroga. Lionel Dixon. Anton Ding. Yosmary Dominguez Cortez.
Is this on?
Maxwell Dixon.
Like sound is on? Okay.
Andrew Edgett. Tanya Dupra. Isaac Aaron. Lucia Evans. Omar Gahara Bawi. Yusuf Alash. Antoine Eminga. Sydney Alselser. Jesse Erickson. Ethan Erickson. Ashley Estrada. Otto Erickson. Sunda Sfera. Francisco Fernandez Pacheco Jr. Addison France. Hunter Finkelson. Isaiah Fry. Faith Lyam. Hamza Fura. McKenna Frederickson. Audrey Gamer. Annalise Fuentes Saradea. Lucero Garcia. Angela Galicia Palma. Ella Geiselhardt. Luca Gandhi. Liliana Giles. Blanca Garcia Martos. Isabel Guerrero. Ella Gazzoni. Jamilet Gutierrez Gonzaga. Michaela Gruntner. Mohammed Hadai. Lacey Gunderson. Fatima Hadari. Angelica Guzman Soto. Jordan Payne. William Haithman. Gracie Hartman. Mohabbat Ali Hadari. Henry Haynes. Emily Hanan. Pierre Henry Thomas. Sagal Hassan. Greta Herzog. Ava Heinrich. Callum Hugel. Maida Hershey. Hum Huang. Caitlin Hediarachi. Anders Holland. Danielle Pinna. Paige Howard. Olivia Nat. Adam Ibrahim. Trey Holman. F.A. Ayusage. James Bolton. Mailun Ismail. Connor Howell. Elijah Jala. Tiffany Quinn. Piper Jeromebeck. Rowan Ibrahim. Evan Jefferson. Alessandra Emick. Will Johnston. Malaya James. Haley Payne. Christopher Jefferson. Olivia Kesty. Alicia Johnson. Ariana Kane. Aaron Johnson.
Andrew King.
Molly Jordan.
Tyler Klausner.
Yuri Conrad.
Samuel Bowles.
Alvin Carter.
Keelan Conkler.
Andrew Helsenberg.
Riley Pop.
Anastasia Pang.
Louisa Koski.
Mackenzie Keel.
Lambrice Coon.
Franklin Kirk.
Josh Lash.
Jacob Kohler.
Connor Larson.
Krista Common.
Whitney Lawrence Utsuya.
Brody Guy.
Cassidy Lightshoe.
Brendan Porter.
Sean Larazan.
Tristan Coop.
Lacey Lober.
Thomas Kunkel.
Alexander Lore.
Yomiyu Lemay.
Don Mack.
Rochelle Lavelle Garcia.
Evelina Maltby.
Alexis Lee.
Caleb Marlowe.
Natalie Lee.
Abigail Marsalic.
Gabriel Lash.
Yusuf Matroud.
Christian Lloyd.
Evan Main.
Skylar Longi.
Mai Medich.
Alexis Smooth.
Abby Milestrick.
Harper Mack.
Isabella Michelle Esquivel.
Sophie Marcoux.
Taylor Mickley.
Emily Marquez Garcia.
Elliot Miller.
Paula Masood.
Alan Miranda Perez.
Carter Matzik.
Grace Minarchek.
Josephine McCarthy.
Hamza Mohammed.
Jaden Medina Ramirez.
Mustafa Mohammed.
Mason Meyer.
Nebo Mohammed.
Monica Mickelson.
Dayanara Montero Villa.
Alonso Mingo.
Maria Mora Peña.
Audrey Menace.
Nick Marina.
Afaf Muhammad.
Peter Moore.
Sima Mohammed.
Rafael Nahaif. Omar Mohamoud. Roman Negrescu. Ala Musa. Riley Nelson. Sherwin Morales Okotoksle. Trey Nelson. Daisy Mozari. Andy Nguyen. Nicholas Mulder. Chloe Norton. Salma Musa. Cora Ober. Noah Meyer. Emily Ochoa Morales. Chase Niger. Logan Obrowski. Tiago Nelson. Michaela Olson. Zoe Nelson. Ayan Omar. Jaden Nguyen. Sammy Osman. Kylie Nordenstrom. Miranda Osby. Brianna Newsbaum. Olivia Pearson. Abigail Ocampo Lopez. Shelby Peconic. Chelsea O'Fleury. Rodolfo Perez Quintero. Marcus Oliver. Giovanni Perez Lara. Tanner Olson. Ashlyn Peterson. Lena Oselski. Marin Peterson. Adam Osman. Samuel Pierce. Alin Osmanikic. Allie Holden. Luke Pagel. Malia Pound. Kawan Park. Isabella Preble. Mara Ketchup. Tenzin Rangal. Zahari Peoples. Andrew Bracci. Agnielis Diz Perez Rosado. Keegan Retke. Karina Persuk. Ariana Rickard. Anthony Philibon. Adela Rivera Tapia. Brianna Hoff. Ian Rell. Andrew Post. Noah Rody. Benjamin Pratt. Ciari Rowland. Carter Pugh. Anna Murphy.
Jason Ramos.
Michael Rufensing.
Landon Rasmussen.
Samantha Rosu.
Brock Remy.
Mercedes Ruiz.
Thomas Richardson.
Kayla Sampson.
Wyatt Ritzma.
Emily Sass.
Lauren Rowe.
Theodore Shaw.
Joseph Rogers.
Victoria Schmidt.
Alexandra Rojas Rocha.
Carson Scott.
Antonio Romero.
Layla Shenbul.
Devin Ross.
Shalice Schaefer.
Asher Rowe.
Abdikani Sheep.
Badumo Saeed.
Sophie Shilabukuro.
Indigo Sandvik.
Joel Shervin.
Alex Saylor.
Jordan Smith.
Rita Schmidt.
Ashley Solorio.
Casey Schultz.
Amin Susi.
Alan Zabarovich.
Ryan Stewart.
Gavin Severson.
Alexander Stokes.
Elise Shaw.
Bailey Stoning.
Mariana Shepard.
Van Sumring.
Sean Harry Silva.
Arabella Such.
Carter Smith.
Lydia Swenson.
Keziah Smith.
Eve Tout.
Omar Muhammad.
Ariana Taylor.
Dylan Sorrell.
Anouk Talamariam.
Brianna Stern.
Miles Thompson.
Dylan Stocky.
Coy Tran.
Destiny Stoll.
Michael Trimble.
Jack Subeck.
Tega Turnquist.
Honest Summer.
Onyenye Kutu Udubeswe.
Marlena Sutherland.
Evelyn Valencia Puerta.
Sabrine Saeed.
Ian Bain.
Nahom Taveri.
Timothy Bain.
Tegan Thompson.
Michael Burwers.
Darren Tron.
Gabrielle Vincent.
Stacy Tron.
Wynn Boo.
Justin Trin.
Christopher Wallace.
Caleb Tisra.
Elizabeth Waters.
Max Uribe.
Kai Webb.
Valeria Valencia.
Brianna Willard.
Brianna Vanderlilly.
Elijah Whitland.
Sophia Bang.
Caitlin Windish.
Camina Vega Herrero.
Miranda Wojak.
Melissa Vilches Gomez.
Michael Wright.
Hayden Voss.
Dylan Jean.
Ethan Boo.
Lucy Jean.
Kyle Warren.
Alanis Yang.
Zena Wazwaz.
Jer Yang.
Andrew Lethal.
Patricia
Gavin Welch.
Benjamin Youngbauer.
Jace Wheaton.
Omar Zedin.
Morgan Winden.
Leslie Zaknai Angobarka.
Hazel Wolfer.
Manuel Carvalho Lopez.
Mason Wolf.
Diego Ponce Ponce.
Dustin Zong. Kaylee Zhang. Sophia Yamaguchi. Emily Yang. Julia Yang. Brinna York. Hoden Youssef. Heather Hawkins. Casey Goodman. Hiab Iobe.
One more round of applause for each of our graduates. Before we close with our closing tradition, a couple of quick programming notes. First, graduates, you may or may not have noticed, but in your diploma cover is a note from a Spring Lake Park fourth grader. A handwritten note from a fourth grader is in each of your diploma covers. So thank you to Spring Lake Park Schools. That's a thank you for the model you have been for them and an appreciation from us to you. With this, a quick programming note. Families and students, as soon as we're done here in just a moment, students, you're going to exit out this way. Again, you're going to exit out this way. Families, you'll be able to meet them on the ramp or the area right behind us out here. At that time, families, you can exit out the sides or where you came in. You don't all have to go out that way, we can go out the sides as well. So again, students, in a moment, you're going to exit this way. But before we do that, there's a tradition that has to happen, actually two of them. First, graduates, upon graduating, your tassel moves from the right to the left. So let's move our tassels to the right. Let's recognize your graduates. And now a good photo op, so families get ready. Students, a pro tip. I'm going to congratulate you one more time. When I do, you then may throw your hat. Pro tip, you should take your tassel off now. Take your tassels off your caps now, so you can keep those. Because you may not get your cap back. So with that, students and families, once again, we're extremely proud of the courage and the community that this class represents. And we want to thank them one more time for their time with us at Spring Lake Park and say congratulations to all of our graduates. This concludes our ceremony tonight. Thank you for coming out and celebrating with us. Again, students who will exit this way, families who can meet them in the back. Have a wonderful evening.
We did it. it, Jake. We did it.